starting with the shoulders, your core, your ab engagement, and then onto your legs. So I'll be guiding you through that today. We'll get started today in child's pose at the back of your mat. So right here, I want you to spread your knees wide on your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Send your hips towards your heels as you straighten your arms. Now start to take one big deep inhale in through your nose. And then open mouth, release that breath out. Now take another deep inhale in your nose. And open mouth, release that breath out. Now start to zip up your lips and begin to use your Ujjayi breath, which is breathing in and out your nose. This is your breath of fire, of heat that will guide your movement throughout the next. But if at any point you do start to feel overheated, just use an open mouth exhale. Always feel free to come back to child's pose. Now begin to make this an active child's pose. Just walk your fingertips towards the front of your space, popping your elbows off your mat. And then take the heels of your hands, start to lift them up so only your finger pads are on your mat. Lengthening through your shoulder blades, your collarbone. Rock your forehead side to side. Massage out your third eye center. Right here, start to focus on what your intention is for today. Why did you show up this morning? What will you focus your time, your energy, your strength on for the next 16 minutes that will guide you throughout your Thursday and then throughout the rest of your weekend? I challenge you to take on the intention today to shift your perspective, to make those little mental shifts of I can't to I'll try, to I'll try to I will. Be different things at a different point of view. Take one deep inhale in, then one more exhale out. Now inhale as you come up to a tabletop pose. So right here, stack your shoulders right over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Now inhale, cow pose, drop belly down to your mat. Extend the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Rotate your biceps forward, your shoulders back. And then exhale, cow pose, curl your spine, press the floor away from you as you rotate your shoulders forward, your biceps behind. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly down, create that expansion through your chest. And then exhale, cat pose, curl your spine. Now I want you to do 4 more of these, but this time take your fingertips towards you, your wrists out towards the front of your mat. Coming into cow, shifting forward. And then coming into cat pose, curling your spine, feeling your forearms as well as your wrists start to light up. Inhale, cow. And then exhaling during cat, take 1 more round of this right here. And bring your hands back to the tabletop pose. Now right here, I want you to grip the mat with your fingertips. We're gonna do little wrist push-ups. So what that means, you're gripping your mat with your fingertips, starting to take the top of your hand off the mat and just pressing down and up with the heel of your hand. So this is warming up your wrists and your forearms, preparing you for that stabilizing during your handstand. So to make it a little bit easier, you can lean back. To make it a little more challenging, try to shift your shoulders over your wrists. Feel that activation through your wrists and forearm. Take 1 more deep inhale in. And then exhale as you plant your hands back into your mat. Now inhale, extend your right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Circle out your wrist, your entire right arm. And then thread your right arm underneath your left. Anchor your right shoulder, your right ear into your mat. Gaze over at your right hand. Now option to stay here, option to walk your left hand towards the front of you. Option to take your left hand behind your back, hook it against your right thigh. But open up through your chest. You want to create a little better balance. Option to hover your left foot over your mat. And point your toes down towards your mat and draw your shoulder away from your feet. 2 deep breaths. 1 more inhale. And then exhale, start to bring your left knee down, your left hand into your mat. Inhale, extend your right arm up towards the ceiling. And then exhale as you plate back. All right, here we're gonna take dancing lion. So big giant hip circles coming all the way forward, all the way back. Getting all those little nicks and cracks released from your week. Take inventory right here. What do you need to lengthen today? What do you need to let go of? When you feel complete on one side, start to go in the other direction. Put all those little nicks and cracks. Take one more deep inhale in. And then exhale, come back to that tabletop pose. Now shift your weight over to your right hand. Inhale, extend your left arm up. Circle out your wrist, your entire left arm. And then thread your left arm underneath your right. Anchor your left shoulder, your left ear. Option to walk your right hand to the front of your space, or take that bind, or lift your right foot off your mat, creating a little bit of balance. But really getting to lengthening through your shoulder blades, your thoracic spine. Take one more deep inhale in. And exhale it out. Slowly start to plant your right knee into your mat, your right hand into your mat. Inhale, extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. And then exhale as you place it back down. Tuck your toe, then lift your knees off your mat bear pose. Now take a look at your hands. I want you to grip your mat with your fingertips. So really press firmly through the pads of your fingers until your knuckles come off the mat. Yes, now draw your shoulders away from your ears. So dome your shoulders like you're in cat pose. So curling your belly button in. Now inhale, turbo dog. Send your hips back towards your heels, straighten your arms. And then like a wave shift, go high plank. So make sure walk your hands so your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Now dome out your shoulder blades. This is like a horizontal handstand. So press your belly button in and then intermit your ribs right here. Inhale, turbo dog, send your hips back. Exhale like a wave shift forward, high plank. Two more right here. Inhale, turbo dog. Exhale, high plank, also warming up your quads. Inhale, turbo dog. Exhale, high plank. Now shift forward to your big toes. Lower all the way down to your belly. Now right here, cactus your left arm out to the side. Take your left to your mat. And then press your right foot over your left mermaid pose. Now make sure your left elbow is in line with shoulder. This is getting into your bicep, your delt, and your rotator cuff on the leg. Take one deep inhale in. Then exhale, come back to your belly. Let's switch it out. So kiss your right arm off to the side, your right ear to the mat, and your left foot over your right, getting into that right rotator cuff. Take one more deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Start to roll back onto your belly. Tuck your toes, engage your legs, press your hands next to your armpits. Inhale, high plank, press up. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. So right here, start to pedal out your dog, then deep into one knee and the other. Maybe sway your feet side to side, getting into those IT bands. And when you feel ready, I want you to come to stillness. Now inhale as you lift your heels off your mat. Come onto the balls of your feet. And then exhale, sink your heels down. And I want you to spiral your inner thighs towards the back of the room. So using your adductors muscles, squeeze your thighs in towards one another. And now press firmly through your hands to send your chest closer towards your thighs. Tilt your tailbone high towards the ceiling. Now take one more deep inhale, lift your heels off your mat, come onto the balls of your feet. And then exhale, sink your heels back down. Now start to slowly walk your hands back towards the back of your mat and take on a ragdoll pose. So option to grab opposite elbows. Option to interlace your hands above your head, sealing your palms together. Option to interlace your hands at the crown of your head. But I want you to focus on grounding down through the four corners of your feet and letting your head fall. Now feel your tailbone tilt towards the ceiling, your chest fall closer to your thighs. Now start to nod your head, yes. Nod your head, no. And then nod your head, yes, you showed up. You're here, you did the hardest part today. Now switch out your grip. So opposite, if you're doing the interlacing, or grab for opposite elbows. And then bend your knees a little bit more. Feel your chest come closer to your thighs, all the way up your past hamstrings. Take one deep inhale in. Exhale, release your hands down to your mat. Toe heel your feet together to touch. Bend your knees, tuck your chin in towards your chest and roll up to stand vertebrae by vertebrae. Let your head be the last thing to come up. And then exhale, Samasthiti. Bring your hips to heart center. Roll your shoulders down your back and then close your eyes right here. Right here is where you set your intention for your Thursday. If you want to borrow mine, to shift your perspective. When things get hard, when things get uncomfortable, to lean in towards the discomfort to see what happens when you try something new. Or set an intention of your own. We'll seal our intention with one cleansing breath. So take one deep inhale in through your nose. And then open mouth, release that breath out. Now open your eyes, release your fingertips down at your side. Inhale, mount pose with your arms overhead and then hold and breathe right here. Now focus on grounding down through your feet. And now let's pay attention to our thighs. I want you to abductly squeeze your thighs in towards one another, like we're in an inverted handstand. Now squeeze your buttocks together, feel that engagement of your glutes. And then relax your shoulders away from your ears. So inhale as you shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. And then exhale, feel the difference as you sink your shoulders away from your ears. So do that 2 more times, preparing for that handstand. 1 more inhale in. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms, puff your chest forward. Inhale, rise up, seal your palms together. And then exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips, let the crown of your head fall heavy. Now inhale, halfway, take your hands to your mat, shins or thighs, and then hold here. Now pull your belly button in to shift your weight into the balls of your feet. Let your heels pop off. Now draw your shoulder blades touch. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, step out to a high plank. So I really want you to focus today on that high plank. So gripping the mat with fingertips, let your knuckles come off your mat. Dome out your shoulder blades and pull your belly button in towards your thigh. Inhale, turbo dog, send your hips back, straighten your arms. Exhale, high plank. 2 more right here. Inhale, turbo dog. Exhale, high plank. Last one, inhale, turbo. Exhale, high plank. Now shift to your big toes, tuck your toes in, lower all the way down to your belly. Now tuck your toes, press the tops of your feet, squeeze your thighs towards one another. Inhale, cobra pose, rise a little into weight in your finger pads. And then exhale, lower down, put a little bit more weight into our finger pads. Tuck your elbows in, inhale, rise up, breathe in through your belly button. Feel your chest expand. Exhale, low down. Now take your hand wider than your mat. Keep your fingertips. Inhale, rise up wide, cobra pose. Now drop your right shoulder down, gaze over. Bend deep into your right elbow to get in your right shoulder cup and belt. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, opposite shoulder down, gaze over your right. Bend deep into that left elbow. Inhale, rise back. Exhale, lower all the way down. Tuck your toes and gaze left. Inhale, high plank, press up. Exhale, downward facing. Take 1 deep inhale. And then 1 exhale out. Inhale, get going. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain root down through your feet or reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, big back bend, cactus your arms. Inhale, rock back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank, plant your hands, step back, hold right here. Now check your form. Are your shoulders over your wrists? Are your hips in line with your shoulders? Are you gazing right at the top of your mat? Now lift your right foot off your mat, pointing your right toes towards your mat. And then lower it down, switch it over left. Hold there, engage your glutes, engage for your delts. Slowly lower back down. Let's alternate here so it's right, back down, left, and down. You only have 4 more. 4, yes you can. 4, 3, nice Heather, 2, and 1, high plank. Now shift forward to your big toes, elbows in, lower halfway. Inhale, upward, face dog, foot to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. One deep inhale in. Open mouth, release that breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Step your foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale and post ground down and reach up. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana, nice tether. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing the nice in. Take one inhale in. Exhale it out. Now inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips low, sweep your arms over, and then hold and breathe right. So now sink into your chair. And now I want you to shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Now slide them down your back. Do two more times. Inhale. Exhale, let that down. Inhale. Exhale. Now you feel that difference. Most of us when we try handstands are with our shoulders by our ears like that. So I really want you to focus on that dry down of your shoulders here. One deep inhale in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now inhale, lift your right high, three-legged dog. Bend your knees, stack your hip. I want you to take giant circles, that right knee. Opening up through your hip flexor, your groin. Sink your left heel into your midfoot. Beautiful. Now inhale, three-legged dog. Sweep your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose cheetah. Inhale, three-legged dog. Sweep it back. Exhale, knee to nose cheetah. Try to shift forward on your left foot each time. Inhale, knee to nose cheetah. Exhale, three-legged dog. One more, knee to nose cheetah. Three-legged dog. Then step it through runner's lunge. Yeah, so high lunge right here. Now look down and you make sure it's stacked over your ankle. Keep your back leg engaged. Now TP your fingertips and scoop your hip back, your left hip forward. Take one deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale, extended pyramid. Start to in your front leg. Heel your toes towards your face. And then hold right here. Yes, and it doesn't matter if your back heel is on the ground or if it's off. But I want you to focus on driving your right toes towards your nose. Feeling this up your shins, your calves, your hamstrings. Now dial your right hip back, your left hip. Two more deep breaths. One more inhale in. One more exhale. Come back to that runner's lunge. Walk your hands about an inch in front of your front foot. Launch your back foot, standing L. And then hold right here. Now, this is how we are going to get to our handstand. So let's practice with our form first. Is your left toe pointed down towards your mat? If it's not, I want you to internally rotate your hips and then squeeze your thighs in towards one another. Now, can you squeeze your glutes together? Like you're trying to squeeze something between your buttocks. And then plant your hands down, grip your mat with your fingertips. Gaze between your thumbs. You're just holding right here for one more inhale. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, chair pose, sink your hips low, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms. Shift your chest forward over your thighs and then hold right here. Now squeeze in like you have a beach ball between your hands, activating your traps, squeezing your shoulder blades together. And then sink your hips 1 inch closer towards your mat. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Bring your left line with your chest and then breathe right here. Yes, now dorsiflex your, so point your left toes towards your nose. And drop your left hip down, right hip up. Hip in. Exhale, airplane, launch your chest forward. Now focus on that in rotation of your left leg, pointing your left toes down towards your mat. Take one deep inhale in. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, press on, keep your arms overhead and hold right here. Now take your hands to your hips, scoop your right hip back, your left hip forward. Yes, and then extend your arms back overhead. And take up space on your mat. Yeah, so Heather, take a little step back behind you. Yeah, perfect. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale in. And then exhale, warrior 2. Open up your hips. Send your front knee towards your pinky toe. And tuck your tailbone underneath you. Inhale, reverse warrior 2. Top arm up and back on you. Hold here. Now recommit to that bend your front knee. Exhale, extended bend. Hinge forward and then down. Now use your foot to press into your thigh, opening your chest. And dial your right shoulder forward, your left shoulder down. Take 1 deep inhale. 1 exhale out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Take your top up and back behind you. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Side plank your left hand down. Your right hand up. Now send your hips towards the ceiling like someone doing this. Step your shoulder over your wrist. Use your external obliques for 4, 3, high to low plank into. And 1 high to low plank chaturanga dandasana. Beautiful, y'all. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 deep breaths. 1 more inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale, lift your left leg high, 3-legged dog. Then your knee back, your hip, take those giant circles, opening up your hip flexor, your groin, your psoas. So 1 direction, go in the up, roll out that ankle. Now inhale, 3-legged dog, keep your left leg high. And knee to nose, inhale, 3-legged dog, roll back to your right, follow your hip. Exhale, shift to your little toes in your right foot. Inhale, 3-legged dog, 2 more. Exhale, knee to nose, cheetah. 1 more, inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, cheetah. Plant your left foot between your hands. Runner's lunge. Just now press your back heel over your toe mat. Take it, inhale in. Exhale it out. Now inhale, extended period. Step your left toes towards nose. Try to sink your right heel down. If it doesn't get there, no biggie. But now shift your left hip back, your right hip. Yeah, feel that engagement through your inner left leg. 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale. And then exhale, shift it forward. Inhale, standing L. Bring your right leg up and hold and breathe right here. Now remember, this form is really important. So remember, try to plant hands into your mat with your fingers. Now dial your hip under so your toes are pointed to the mat. Squeeze your inner thighs, working your adductors, and then squeeze your glutes together. So develop neck strength. You can hop upside down. Take 1 more deep inhale in. Exhale, fold at the top of your mat. Nice. In chair, sink your hips low, sweep your arms overhead. And then hold and breathe right here. I love Lauren that your kid's doing this up. Take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, pose, airplane arms. And then hold here, squeeze your palms together. Inhale, 1 leg down. Bring the right knee in line with your hips. Dorsey flex your toes towards your nose. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, airplane launch forward. Create that up with your chest. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, crescent lunge, extend arms overhead. Take up space with your mat and then hold right here. Now dial your right hip forward, your left hip back. Yes, and try to create a shelf on your front thigh. Yes, go to your edge right here. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Open up your hips. Now find grace and gratitude, this opening of your hips. You'll start to appreciate this pose a lot more. And then ground down to the edge of your back foot. And now take your hands to your ribs and scoop your right rib back, your left rib forward. Yeah, bring your torso towards the sunflower. Beautiful. Inhale, reverse warrior. Take your top arm up back. Now recommit to that bend of your front knee. Yes. Exhale, extended side angle. And no need to come to your fullest, but focusing on opening your torso towards the heaters or towards the sky if you're Lauren. 2 deep breaths. 1 more inhale in. 1 more exhale out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Take your thumb up and down behind you. Exhale, throw your hands down, side plank. Yes, right hand down, left hand up. Now show up on your mat. So lift your hips high towards the ceiling. Gaze at your top hand. Yes, Heather. Next, Anna. In 3, 2, 1. High to low plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Beautiful formula. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths. One more inhale in. One more exhale out. Now inhale as you walk in just a tiny bit right here. Bend your knees, gaze in between your fingers. Draw your shoulders away from your fingers. And you're gonna do 3 frog hops to the top of your mat. So keep your booty up. Remember that shrugging of your shoulders. So keep your shoulders down your back. Try to catch a little bit of air. Yes, and need enough forward fold at the top of your beautiful nice bar. And inhale, high lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink your hips low, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, bring your left knee in line with your hip. Exhale, airplane launch forward. Inhale, crescent lunge, sweep your arms up. Exhale, warrior. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended at angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, roll your hands down, side plank. Plant your left hand down, right hand up. Now start to tree your top leg. Now take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, switch hands, right hand down, left hand up. Hang in that tree pose. Then switch it out, left hand down, right hand up. Now on the nice edge of your foot. Switch it one more time. Yes, you can. Even if you're wobbly, even if you're uncomfortable, you get back up. Last time, right hand down, left hand up. And then come to that high plank, chaturanga with that tree. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Those tree chaturangas are actually really good for you because it takes a lot of stress out of your lower back when both your feet aren't on the ground for that. Take 1 deep inhale in. Open that, release that breath out. In, lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, cheetah. Inhale, legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, cheetah. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-legged dog, sweep your right leg high. Yes, right leg, you got it. Exhale, knee to nose, cheetah. Inhale, L hop. So hop as you jump up. Exhale, knee to nose, cheetah. Inhale, 3 L hop. Exhale, knee to nose, cheetah. Words. You're gonna take 3 of these with your own breath. So shifting your gaze between your thumbs, trying to get your left foot off the ground. And then after your 3rd one, meet me in a runner's lunge. Yes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let your torso sink closer to your back. Inhale, extended pyramid, point your right toes towards your back. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, stand L, back to that form though. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, pose with airplane arms. Inhale, 1-legged Tadasana, bring that left back in line with you. Exhale, airplane launch forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, high plank. Yes, so now this time, start to lift your right off your left. Plant with a new wild thing. Create that opening through your chest. Yes, take 1 deep inhale. Exhale, unsplit, inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, cheetah. Now use that momentum, L hop. So jump back, yes, full. Knee to nose 3 more times, own breath. Yes, Heather. And then gaze between your hands, try to your shoulders over your wrist. Beautiful. Meet in a runner's lunge after your 3rd one. Now inhale, halfway lift, draw your shoulder blades. Exhale, sink your chest closer to front thigh. Inhale, wide, extended pyramid, bring your left toes up. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, stand L. Remember, squeeze your inner thighs together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink your hips, sink your arms overhead. Yes, exhale, chair pose with airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, bring your right knee on the hip. Exhale, airplane, long forward. Inhale, crescent lunge, land it softly, tether. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, yes. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, side plank. Yes, now ground down to lift your hips up. Option, stay here, option to go into wilding. Feel your top off your butt, stamp it behind you. Full. Create that heart opening with your chest. Take one deep inhale in. Exhale, flip. Inhale, three leg up. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Beautiful, y'all. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. One more inhale. One more exhale out. Now inhale, walk your feet in just a little bit. Exhale, gaze forward, 3 frog hops to the top of your mat. Taking your booty up, last set of frog hops today. Yes, and then shift your gaze right between your fingers. Come into a forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips low, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms. In one-legged Tadasana, bring your right knee in line with your hips. Exhale, airplane, launch your forward. Inhale, crescent lunge, extend your arms overhead. Exhale, warrior. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel, hands down, side plank, right hand down, left side. Now, opposite stay here, off tree or top leg. Now shift your shoulder over your wrist. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, to your hands, plant your left hand right up, come on to the inner of your right foot. Then switch it out 2 more times with your own breath. So take a deep inhale in. Exhale, switch it out. Continue to breathe even when you're going through this discomfort. One last time. Now back to high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale in. 1 more exhale out. Now inhale as you gaze forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair, sink your hips low, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. We're gonna do little pulses down. 8, 7, 6, all the way down. In 3, 2, 1, all the way down, high, go. Now lift your arms. I want you to shrug your shoulders up. Now draw your shoulders away from your ears. Do that 3 more times. Shrug your shoulders to your ears. Slowly lower them down. Feel that zip right here, but also engaging your core. 1 more inhale. Exhale, low boat. Now, hollow out your back. I should not be able to fit a piece of paper under your low back. If I can, lift your legs higher. Then gaze straight up towards the ceiling. This is what it feels like when you do a handstand. You feel that engagement in your belly, that low back hollowing out. This is what it feels like. That's what holds you up in that handstand. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, high boat, shrug your shoulders. Then shrug them back down, low, hollow out. Yes, feel that low back. Go in towards your mat. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Yes, now take 1 foot up to the ceiling. Take your hands behind your head. Great basket grip behind your head. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Now this is your standing L. It's just inverted. So I want you to squeeze your inner thigh together. Dorsally flex your top foot. Now anchor your low back to your mat for 4, 3. We're switching it out in 2. And 1. Switch it out. Yes, you can. Dorsally flex that left foot. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Anchor your low back in 4, 3. Alternating in 2. And option to drop your head if your neck or low back's getting the pain. So it's up and up. Exhale for 8, 7, or 6. You have 5 more. Your core is so important during that hand. You want to make sure it's activated and strong as for 3, 2, 1, bring your knees into your chest. Just rock side to side, up and back, grab behind your thighs. Start to rock and roll up and down your spine. And then pop up into chair pose if you're feeling a little frisky. Yes, Anna, nice Heather. Take a deep inhale. And bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, prayer twist towards the right. So look down at your knees, make sure they're in line. Then create that long line of energy from your bottom to your top elbow. That shoulder over elbow over elbow. Option, take your hand into a fist, open up. Option to open your arms. Place a block between your hands or take an arm back. But we are going into crow right after this, so mentally prepare for that. Wherever you are, 3 deep breaths. Yes, you got it. Beautiful, Heather. Nice, Anna. Nice, Lauren. 1 more deep inhaling, beautiful. And then exhale, slowly forward fold at the top of your mat. Gorilla pose, so your feet hip width distance apart. Slide palms underneath your feet. And then start to lift your weight forward and back, literally as much as you do. And send your elbows to either side of your spine. Let your head fall. You massage our wrist right here. All right, 1 more inhaling. Exhale, release your palms, toe heel your feet back together to touch. Inhale, chair pose, sink your hips low, sweep your arm overhead. And then exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, twist towards the left. Yes, so whatever option you did on this side, try it, or on the opposite side, try it on this side. Now, if you're engaging the twist, I want you to inhale as you lengthen your spine, like I'm pulling you by your ponytail in front of your spine. And with every exhale, draw your shoulder down. Release all that new oxygen and blood to your digestive system, which helps your metabolism. 2 more deep breaths, nice, Anna. 1 more inhale in. Exhale, crow. Yes. So to do crow, we're practicing with that grip. Place hands into your mat, grip that with your fingertips. Create a shelf for your biceps. Make sure your tailbone's up high. And then you shift your gaze way forward. Make sure your knuckles are off your mat. You're gripping your fingertips. Maybe you put one leg up, maybe the other. But I want you to press down to lift up, drawing your shoulders away from your ears, foaming out your shoulder blades. Take 1 more deep inhale in. Exhale, chaturanga, shoot back if you can. Yes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo. 2 deep breaths. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose cheetah. Inhale, 1 L hop. Exhale, knee to nose cheetah. Plant your right foot between your hands. Inhale, extended pyramid. You have 2 deep breaths. So point your right toes towards your nose. Dial your hip back, your left hip forward. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, standing L. All right, y'all, if you want to use the wall, go for it. We're going to practice those handstand hops. So remember, you can bend your knee as much as you do. It's not the momentum from this left leg. It's the strength from your standing leg. So you're gripping your mat with your fingertips, shifting your shoulder over your wrist. Now remember, shrugging your shoulders away from your ears. You're doing that as you lift your legs up. And then pinning your low back like that hollow position. So first start with just jumping up, maybe getting the right foot off your mat. Once you do that, see if you can try kicking your booty up with the wrong foot right here. But make sure you're hollowing out your back. And then once you do that, you can try to catch both, squeezing your legs together, squeezing your glutes. Whew. Where you are, you have a few minutes to practice these, to get sweaty, get your heart rate up, see what's possible when you shift your perspective a little bit. Yeah, it's scary to go upside down sometimes, and that's okay. But if you have that wall, you have to make sure you're getting between your thumbs. And so now, that Standing L, then deepen that standing leg. Yeah, bring your leg a little bit in. Yeah, there you go. So now instead of switch kicking, I'm going to focus on this right here. So from standing L, bending deep in that front knee, and just practicing with shooting that leg up. Once you got that down, then try kicking butt with your right leg that's on the ground. Once you get that, you find a little hang time, you hold your abs in together. You see what happens. Yes, y'all. So as you're done playing, we are going to be just on the other side. Yes. So when you're done playing, you come into child's pose. Yeah, for the next 2 weeks, maybe week, we're going to be doing different flows to emphasize on that correct form of doing the handstand, rather than aimlessly flopping that leg up and seeing what happens. Feels different. All right, take 2 more deep breaths here. One more inhaling. One more exhale out. Inhale, tabletop pose. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Now shrug your shoulders away from your ears. Externally rotate your hands like you're opening a pickle jar. Now inhale, gaze forward. Extend to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, pose, sink your hips low, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, chair pose with airplane. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Bring your left knee in line. Exhale, eagle on the left. Left leg over, left arm under. Now dome out your shoulder blades, so press your shoulder blades away from one another. And then bring your elbows in line with your shoulders. Squeeze into center line. Take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, bring your elbows towards your knees, using your core. I know we have 2 songs playing, but it's okay. Well, 2 more deep breaths here. 1 more inhale in. Exhale, unleash your arms, unleash your legs. Inhale, standing leg raise. Exhale, airplane, launch your chest forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Yeah, you guys are so grateful. Inhale, extend your arms. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extend side angle. You have 5 deep breaths here. So whatever is in your practice for today, it's taking that bind. I want you to focus on drawing your chest together. Now take your hands towards your butt. Yes. Now draw your left shoulder down your back. Beautiful. Picture that. That looks so good. I hope the video camera's on you or not. So pretty, y'all. 2 deep breaths. Be in the fire. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale out. Now inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose, hinge forward, and then down. You have 2 deep breaths here. Option to take your top hand behind your back. Take on a little bind. Beautiful. Open up through your chest. Take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Then deepen that front knee. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, side plank. Your last one on this side. So what is your fullest extent today? Do what your body needs. 2 deep breaths. Beautiful, y'all. Yes, 1 inhale in. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Beautiful, beautiful. Inhale, upward facing dog, nice Lauren. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more side. Inhale, lift your left high. Exhale, knee to nose cheetah. I saw that coming, but I couldn't get one out in time. Exhale, knee to nose cheetah. Inhale, 1 L hop. Exhale, step it through, runner's lunge. Inhale, extended pyramid. Point your toes toward your nose, straighten your front leg. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, standing L. We're gonna be going into those handstands if you wanna face that wall. Now, again, I really want you focus on internally rotating your leg in towards center line. So using adductors, those inner muscles of your thigh, squeezing them in towards one another, and then shrugging your shoulders, draw your shoulders away, gaze between your hands. Now bending deep in your left knee, maybe get an inch off the mat, that's fine. If you want to try the handstand, start to kick your booty up with your left foot. But you're using the strength again from your left foot, not momentum from your right. And if you find yourself falling forward, that's because your back is not hollowed out. Just like in those abs that we did earlier. So you have a minute to play with your handstand. When you're done, you can come into child's pose. Remember, we're gonna be around this the next 2 weeks. So seeing your progress, but acknowledging where you are. Perfect, Heather. Now kick your butt the next time. With your left. Yeah. And then gaze with your hands. You got it. Forward 2. Doing hollow back, holding it out. Even just 3. Yeah, run your next 3. Yeah. A lot more. You think it's your arm strength, but it's definitely not. When y'all are done playing in the child's pose, make it active though. Bring your chin to your mat. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Find some gratitude for how far you've come in this practice. Find some appreciation for falling, maybe flipping over your head at some point, but rather than dreading it, using your experience and getting better than you were the time before. That's what I want you to start doing throughout your life, throughout the times where things get hard, things get difficult. Use your failures as experience rather than just dreading on the failures. You'll live and you learn. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale, tabletop pose. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Last little bit of y'all. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink your hips low, sweep your arms over. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Yes. Exhale, exhale, eagle. Perfect. Yeah, right leg over, right and left. Now squeeze into center line, drop your hips low, bring your elbows in line with your shoulders, and then dome out your shoulder blades like you're doing that plank. Option to stay here, option to start to sink your elbows to your eyes, but use your core to bring them down. Beautiful. 1, inhale. Exhale, unleash your arms, unleash your legs. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Bring your right leg up into your hips. Exhale, airplane launch forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Yes, nice, Heather. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Decide where you want to get in this extended side angle. Where's your edge? It might feel different from one side to the other because your hips, they're not equal. So have some grace. Go to your edge outside. You have 3 more breaths. Nice going. 1 more inhale in. Beautiful. Exhale it out. Now inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front. Exhale, triangle pose, hinge forward, and then down. I want you to focus on open your hips and drawing your torso towards the ceiling. Option, take your hand behind your back. 1 more deep inhale in. 1 more exhale out. Extend your arm back towards the sky. Inhale, reverse your bend deep in your front knee. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Side plank. Yes. Now, where is your fullest today? I want to get there right here, right now. Yes. For 4, 3, high to low plank into, and 1 high low plank, chaturanga. Beautiful. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 inhale in. 1 exhale out. 1 more time in. 1 exhale out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon on the right. Bring your right shin parallel. Then inhale as you sit up straight tall. Exhale, fall forward over your front shin. Let your body sink into this pose. You want a little bit extra in that shoulders, option of your right hand out towards the front of your mat and thread your left arm underneath your right. Anchor your left palm into the ground. Feel that lengthening through your left elbow. Take 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale out. And slowly walk your hand back towards the center of the mat. Then plant your left down. Grab your back foot with your right hand. Try to send the back of your foot closer towards your glute. Shift your weight forward. A quad stretch right here. Option also lay on the side and just do a normal body stretch. 1 more inhale. Exhale it out. Now tuck back toe, engage your back leg. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Keep your right leg high to the sky. So when I'm doing the back bend in your knees, back hip. I'm gonna flip your dog. Go do your body moves. And then when ready, back into that downward facing dog. Yes. Inhale your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, half pigeon on the left. Now inhale as you sit up straight and tall. Option to do a little shoulder stretch by walking your left hand out, threading your right arm underneath your left. Feeling that all through your right shoulder. And then you take your palm towards the ground. Right here, I want you to start. Think about how shifting your perspective through class, how engaging in muscles on really utilizing your energy to focus on what you can do rather than what you can't. How can you use that outside of your mat? How can you make those little mental shifts throughout your day to level up your practice, to level up your life? Take 1 more deep inhale in. And then exhale it out. Now slowly start to walk your hands back towards the center of your space. And then plant your right hand down. Take your left hand behind, grab your foot. And shift your weight forward as you take your heel closer towards your glute. Ooh, quad stretch. Take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, release that foot down. Tuck your back toe and get your back leg. Inhale, 3-legged dog. You want to take another back bend. Feel free to bend and stack your hips, your dog. Or else in a downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk through your hands all the way onto your back, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Exhale, happy baby. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Rock side to side, and then again, hollow out your back, tilting your tailbone off your mat, sinking all your weight into your low back. Maybe extend one leg, another. Good job today. Now inhale as you hug your knee into your chest. Let your left leg out long in front of you. Exhale, supine twist. Guide your right knee over your left. And anchor your right shoulder, your right ear towards your right hand. Here, release any of that tension through your lower spine. A lot of times when things are great, when things are off, our body, our back takes the hit. Make sure to give it some slack. Focus that energy on what you can strengthen so the low back doesn't take that hit. Let's switch it out. So grab your opposite knee, bring your opposite knee in towards your armpit. And then exhale, supine. Guide your left knee over your right, gaze over at your left hand. Take one deep inhale in. And then exhale, bring it back to center. Then bring your knees into your chest, your forehead to your knees. Give yourself a big hug. Appreciate yourself for showing up, for giving the last 16 minutes on shifting your perspective, on seeing things from a different point of view, of trying something new. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, Shavasana, lay flat on your mat. Let everything go. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Right here, just come back to your breath. No matter what you want to change in your life, you have to first change the way you think about it. Your thoughts are the key and the gateway. They're opening you up to new possibilities, or they are keeping you stuck. Your nervous system is programmed in pattern cycles that work in tandem with these thoughts. If you want to break out of the same old ideas, feeling problems, you have to defy yourself, even for a moment, and think of something you've never thought before. Try something you've never done before. Do something that's never been done before. You have the power to change your life. All you have to do is decide. If you're ready to move on with the rest of your Thursday, start to bring movement back into your body, starting with your breath. Take one big giant inhale in through your nose. And then open mouth, release that breath out. And then start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Point your toes towards the front of the room. Stretch your arms overhead for a full body stretch. Your second wake up of the day, feeling a little different than your first. And then roll over to your right side in fetal pose. Bring your knees into your chest. Use your arm as a little pillow. Pause right here. We end our practice each class in Shavasana, in corpse pose, the death of our practice. Roll into fetal pose to represent rebirth, new beginnings. A chance to never underestimate the power of the tiniest measure. Your life is a reflection of your mindset, so level up in your thinking and watch everything change around you. Use your left palm, press you up to a seated position facing the front of our face. Roll your shoulders down your back, bring your hands to your heart center. Keep your eyes closed. We'll seal our practice today just as we started with one cleansing breath. So inhale everything you want to bring with you from today's practice. And then exhale everything you want to leave on your mat today. And bring your hands to your third eye center and pause right here. The light, the love, the teacher in me sees, honors, absolutely adores. The light, the love, the teacher in each and every one of you. We bow together and say namaste. Namaste. How cool is this? I was like, I'm just going to put over there. How y'all feeling?